Hello, everyone. Hello. My name's Big John. So, as we know, the Abbey Hey Sink the other week, 2 weeks ago, I went down and done a live stream and showed you my friend's house has collapsed. Other houses have collapsed. They didn't know they were umming and ahhing, the workmen, for a full day whether to evacuate people. You just couldn't make it up. And then obviously the next day around dinner time, my mate escaped to her house, and then the fronts of two houses collapsed. Now, since then, the roofs collapsed, other things. But on the day, I went down, and these are some of the pictures you can see on the screen. So it's looking up, and on your left, when you get to them other barriers, that's where the houses have collapsed. A bit further up the street. Also to note, there was an estimated approximately 19 people come out of one property, which is, there's a ginnel on the left before the barriers, the house before that, or the house on the corner of the ginnel that's barriered off. They evacuated so many people off the street, and when they said they finished evacuation, the homeowners were left still in a well-being centre. They have been put up in hotels, but the United Utilities said it's a gesture and it's not something they have to do. And this is to the homeowners. So, I mean, naturally, we know that all that area is under threat of flooding, collapsing and sinkholes. If you're a homeowner, check your insurance, please. Check your insurance. See what insurance company will say or what they can do. They must be able to do something. They must be able to give you good advice and all that. But homeowners, especially if you've got children, please get your insurance companies. Don't be frightened. And if you haven't got insurance and you live in that area, get insured. So if you look at the road there, the road, it looks like it was paved, not paved, it was concreted or whatever, because it's a hard road. It's not like tarmac. From one side to the other in big slabs. But as you can see, there's cracks going all the way up the street, and we know that the drains are in the middle of the street. So this is 4 days after. Yeah. See the cracks there. This is the next street along, so that's at the bottom of it. They've even had to fill that in, so that's fell through and they've filled it in. That's all they've done. But look at the size of the area of that crack. That's going that. Again, down the middle of the street, and you can see the drains in the middle. As I was down there, I was talking to a guy, a local resident, who said approximately 6 years ago, same thing happened on road and other areas. So all that area is under threat. Then there's more. Now, 2 days after I went down, the next road along collapsed, and that's what it looks like. You can see the grid manhole in the middle of the road, which is where the drainage area is, as we can tell on all the cracks running down the middle of the road on all the other roads. So I mean, it's ongoing. This, we know this is ongoing. We know that they've ignored this, because what you don't see, you don't worry about until it's too late. Manchester's sinking. I'm sure that no matter what area you live in, if you're a driver, you'll know where the worst roads are. You'll know where them sinkholes appear. And some woman said, well, why they happen all the time? Well, they shouldn't. This one woman said to me, said a message on Facebook, that sinkholes happen all the time. What you're mithering about? They shouldn't be happening, because you pay taxes for them to sort that out, and this is what's happening. So they're not spending any money on the roads or anything like that. So where's your taxes going? I can tell you right now, right? I could tell you right now, Manchester's very high in crime, so there's taxes going on the police, and they're not even reporting crimes, are they? 80,000 not reported. Benefits. The Oldham town benefit bill is £500 million a year. It's one of the highest in the countries. There's no money. There's no money in Manchester. We haven't got any money. And what money's left is given to the politicians, like those who are on 100 grand a month in Oldham. Wonder what your local councillor's on round that area. Where does she live? She don't live in the sinkhole, does she? I'll tell you what. Senior council members will know the state of all these roads. And I would say the highway, anything to do with construction or anything like that to do with the council or roads or anything, they know this. They know this, but they're still taking your taxes, feeding all the homeless and unemployed and all those who on benefits, and they're not bothering with the roads under your feet. So there's more to come in Abbey Hey. So 2 major sinkholes in a couple of days apart, and I'll get the link up now and I'll show you what happened in Broughton, area near where I used to live. Yes, everybody. Yes, everybody. So, yeah, they're not looking after you, the council. They're not. They don't care about you, actually. They don't. They care about getting their votes and looking after people who aren't English more than. I wonder about the 19 people in the house who were there, what they were doing there. Obviously, probably and they're all paying towards the rent of the house, guessing might be like that. They could be illegals. I don't know. You know, they might not be registered on the council list. I've been wondering if I lived on that street and I had a family with children, why there's 19 people in one house. I would really, really be looking at that deeply, deeply. So March last year, I think it was March, as it said. Yeah, March last year. That's a slat road near where I live. And the area is bigger than the area that went round on the Abbey Hey place. I did go down, actually, and did take some pictures, and they're still working on it now. And a workman told me that to stop taking pictures, but obviously don't understand his law or his public rights. And I did tell him politely to PO, I'm on public property and you can't stop me. But I will get down and see if I can talk to any of them residents, see how they've been treated or what's happening. Have they been to insurance companies? Have their houses been checked out? But I'll go down. So it's going to happen more and more, people. This going to happen more and more. Don't think it's just isolated. They don't spend any money on the roads. They're not bothered what you can't see. Don't worry you. They're not bothered until something like this happens. But thank you very much. Big John reporting. Thank you.